the time. Great vision.
The ball's an extension of his mind.
He knew he had that one too.
Then it's chest pumping time. He's got it. I'll tell you right now, my friends, he's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Great barbershop talk is going to happen forever and ever. If I was the GM or whatever the case may be of a franchise that was starting up and I had the number one pick, I'd take me.
Wow. To do it, to break, with all the hype, with all the pressure, with everything that goes into what went into being LeBron James and what it is being LeBron James, all right? To go into the game, knowing you just need 36 points and to drop 38, to bring back the NBA headband, and then to do it off a step back, 17-footer fadeaway? Come on, man. Come on. Wow. Oh, man, listen, just the whole thing. I didn't catch it live, but I caught the highlights this morning, and the whole thing took me back to 2002. 2002, my golden years, the years in which this is when LeBron James first broke onto the national scene. Let me tell you, 2002. This is why I say he is our GOAT. I don't give a shit. Listen, we're going to show a lot of respect to Michael Jordan. I respect Michael Jordan to the utmost. Listen, he was a wizard. I grew up in the DMV. I grew up in Maryland, Silver Spring, Maryland, right on the outskirts of DC, all right, in the DMV. I watched Jordan play, when he was with the Wizards. I watched it. He is not LeBron James. I know it hurts. It hurts me even because I'm not really that big of a James fan. I'm just a fan of greatness, and he's our GOAT. All right, he is our GOAT. If you graduated high school 07, around that 07 time, he's our GOAT. All right, he was our GOAT because came into the league. It was supposed to be, Melo. Melo was supposed to be the guy, and me being from Maryland, I was always kind of hoping Melo outdid him, but it just, and then, Kobe, and then D-Wade. Listen, he's answered the bell and did it with the world watching. That's what makes him the GOAT, is he did it with everyone watching and all the pressure. Let me tell you, just watching the whole thing took me back to 2002. Because that was actually the year in which the White Oak Warriors won its first national championship in Pop Warner. And we were in Florida. This is what happened. Right? We were in Florida, in Orlando, Florida, the Disney Wild World Complex of Sports, playing in our first ever national championship game. And I was actually a captain on that team. And it was the night before. It was the night before our semifinal game. It was the night before our semifinal game. And there it was. I saw LeBron James for the first time on TV, and he had the same green headband with the NBA logo on it. That was the style back then. And the next day, I remember Coach Mike Wills was our defensive coordinator. I remember Coach Mike, he was talking about LeBron and all that. And, that also, not only that, but that year was a very special year when it comes to the DMV world, because the University of Maryland actually won the college basketball national championship. That's what with Juan Dixon and Lonnie Baxter and all that. So just so you understand the kind of standards I have, it was Coach Mike. It was during that offseason, right? During that offseason, because I was going to be a freshman and they were trying to get me into good counsel and all that kind of stuff. So Coach Mike was a huge part of the reason that I actually ended up attending good counsel, because his brother, Reggie, shout out to Reggie, man. Shout out to Reggie. I got to get you on the podcast sometime, bro. But Reggie was the starting quarterback there, and Coach Mike was really pushing for his guys to get into good counsel. And I was training. I remember I was on the track team, and we used to have our practices at the University of Maryland. And it was back when this was before it became the indoor complex. It was called the Cole Field House, and it's where the University of Maryland used to play their basketball games. There's something called the Cole Field House, and that's where I used to have my track practices. And I remember seeing Coach Mike training Juan Dixon, training Lonnie Baxter, cats from that national championship team. And I'm telling you, man, the reason I'm able to, I try to tell you guys all the time, these videos that I come out with every single day, it is not just Aswand up here. There's been a ton of people that have paved the way that I've been blessed to meet, that I've been blessed to be inspired by, that I've been blessed to be around, that makes it so I can give you this content on an everyday basis. If I had the time, to be honest with you, I'd probably do 3 or 4 of these videos a day. But I don't have that kind of time. And I'm telling you, man, when you're able to touch these young kids, when you're able to do great things like what LeBron James did, you're able to say to yourself, look, I don't necessarily have to be athletically gifted, but I can be the GOAT in my situation. One of the things I learned this weekend at the conference is you can be a celebrity in your genre, in your field. I can be the greatest speaker when it comes to speaking on teamwork. I can be a celebrity. I can be the LeBron James in that area. And it's just a matter of finding out what you achieve, what's your skill level at, what you're passionate about, and what you can just keep going on and on and on about. So think about that. You know, when it comes to stuff like this, remove the hate, remove the comparisons and all that bullshit, and focus more so on, all right, how can I establish that? How can I make a difference? What in my situation right now, the situation that I'm in currently, how can I be the LeBron James of my situation? That's how you're supposed to take opportunities like this, because I'm telling you, it gives you that jolt, man. It gives you that shot of dopamine. It gives you that little bit of juice that you need to make it through every single day. Got me? I dive deeper into all of this. MakeYourMove.com is the website to check out. It's a one-stop shop for all your teamwork and self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.